Hello, hello. Welcome to Babbles Travelling Yarns. This is an actual podcast where I'm going to be talking about my knitting, my crochet, and some of my sewing. So, welcome. I have an undisclosed amount of time. I'd say 10 minutes, honestly, before my baby starts kicking off and I have to go and check on the dinner. So, let's get started. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram as Grace the Babbler, and here on YouTube. They're probably the best two places that you can find me. And I'd really appreciate if you subscribed and if you liked this video, because I am not too far off 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. So if you aren't subscribed, or if if you happen to go onto your husband's phone and, or your partner's phone or your boyfriend's phone or your girlfriend's phone or your friend's phone and just happen to subscribe to me, I mean, they'd never know, So we'll start off with the behemoth, which is taking up this bag, which is the Cottage Number 9 bag by Terry. She is on Etsy and she has an amazing amount of super high quality bags. Go and buy her things because they're beautiful. She's got this beautiful autumn set out and I cannot buy any more. So one of my main things at the moment is extreme budgeting, because we are down a lot of cash. And so we're down to basically 3/4 of my wage to live on, because James has gone back to college and I am on maternity pay, which means that I am no longer getting any overtime, and I am getting my pay topped up by my employer. But the maternity pay here in Ireland is about €250 a week, and then my pay is topped up after that. So it's pretty tight because we just bought this house, so we've got a significant mortgage to pay. Now we are managing it, but I have started doing some manual budgeting, and my current obsession is watching budgeting videos and cash stuffing videos. Now I don't really use cash that often, but for stuff like groceries and petrol and kind of maintenance around the house, it is really handy to have cash. Cash is king when you're doing few jobs around the house, if you know what I mean, if you're getting people in, if you know what I mean. So I'm just really interested in the whole thing, and just keeps me on track and keeps me kind of aware of what I'm spending and keeps me off Amazon. Well, no, it doesn't keep me off Amazon. It stops me clicking the buy button on Amazon. Anyway, let's move on to the project, which is the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along, which, if you don't want to see, I'm only still on week 1. So if you don't want to see week 1 of the spoilers, now we are currently on week 3 and it's covered in my hair because my hair is falling out at a rate of knots. Completely normal postpartum. Still real annoying because it's everywhere. It's so annoying. So I am way behind because of a baby. I maybe get 1 row knit every 2 days. That's the rate that I'm going at the moment, but it is really pretty. So we'll see. So here it is. If you don't want to see it, skip ahead. Bing! Now, this light is pretty good. Okay, so I think I'm halfway. I think I'm halfway through clue 1. And I'm using, the green is Leaf by Ellie and Ada, whose shop is on holiday at the moment. And the beautiful grey is by a Norn Yarn. So if you see here, this is what these ladders turn into. So it's effectively like a little knit stitch, actually a little braid. But they are beautiful. I managed to mess up on one and I did one stockinette rather than reverse stockinette. Who cares? You can't actually see it when you braid it, so it doesn't matter. So I am convinced that my numbers are off, but my brain isn't in the right place when I'm knitting it to check, because I'm halfway through a feed or something. So I'm putting this up and down quite a lot, so it's not ideal, but it is extremely cute. I haven't seen Clue 3 actually. Clue 2 looks interesting. It's a bit wild because my third colour, which Clue 2 is going to be, is this. So I'm actually like, it's glowing in my bag. Look at that. Look at that. Jesus. So I don't know what that's going to look like. It's going to be intense, but it's going to be fun. Be brave, Grace. Be brave. So that's where I'm at with this. A little bit slow going because there's a lot of casting off and casting on and numbers and like, oh, increase on this row, don't increase on the other row. And just my brain really was a bit of a silly thing to be doing, but it's very cute. Another thing I've been doing is I have been making lots of Christmas presents. If you've been watching Vlogmas so far, you'll have seen them. I won't show you all of them, the ones that I've done. What have I done? I've made some bags and I've made some scrunchies. I started these little cotton face rounds, which are very cute. I love them. I literally just followed a pattern I saw. I don't even think it was a pattern. I think it was a picture on Pinterest, and I've been kind of reverse engineering the pattern. I need to redo it because I don't think they're kind of lying flat, saucery. But they're basically, you just knit into the back post or crochet into the back post to kind of pull forward the edge stitch around, and I think they look beautiful. They feel really nice. So I'm going to make a few of those. I've made 2 so far. That was the first one, so it was a bit bobbledy. And I am using some random DK weight cotton doubled and the 6mm hook that I just found. So this was a really fast cast something on really quick because I was in a meeting. That was my timer to go check on the soup, but I think it's only simmering, so it's fine. So the next thing I was making was little hand warmers. So I have lots of this kind of canvas fabric, which is quite hardy. And I actually had quite a lot of calico or muslin. Calico, I think it's called something else, but it's basically just a kind of a very easy, that's the call of a baby. But I'm basically just doing a liner of the calico and then the outside, and I've got some rice. So this big packet of rice, it was stored beside in the utility room next to the washing machine, and I think some of the powder from the washing machine got into the rice, so we couldn't really eat it anymore. And so it's just been sitting in the garage waiting to be either thrown out or for me to do something with it. Now I had an idea to make these little heat packs, so that's what I'm doing. And I have some little lavender oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up these little yolks, and if they work, great. If they don't, they'll be little lavender sachets for me to give out to friends and stuff. So that's what I've been at. I have to go now and mind my baby. So I don't know how, that was super quick. I'm sorry if it was rushed, but what I might do is show you show you a few extra bits if I can. And yeah, this baby is she just needs her mammy. So I'm going to go and do that. But thank you so much for joining me on my super fast little update. So kisses. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's my retreat. I still haven't finished the yarn or done the polymer stitch markers. I'm going to try and do it. I'm going to try and get everything done. I'm going to at least do the yarn, obviously. But I would love to try the polymer stitch markers. Yeah, so I've just been to the postnatal coach. Fantastic. Sarah down in Anacotti, and she's so great. So I feel good. James has just been tidying the whole house while I'm gone because I took my little baby with me, little baby babbler. And so I'm gonna have coffee and I'm gonna finish off the yarn dyeing. My main issue with the yarn dyeing is that I'm getting an allergic reaction to the cold. Now, I don't know if I have spoken about this before, and if I have, sorry, but I'm going to talk about it again. So this is the normal color of my hand. When I put my hand in cold water, my hand goes bright pink, bright red, and it starts getting very itchy. It's an allergic reaction to the temperature change. Stressing me out a bit because, like, even if I try and warm the water up, it takes a while, and I actually like to dye when I introduce the yarn when the water's cold and slowly increase the heat. It tends to set the yarn better, in my opinion. Now I could put on gloves, but the water always tends to get into the gloves no matter what you do. So, and I could also take antihistamines, but I also don't really fancy taking more tablets than I already am. I don't know if this is the end of my dyeing. I don't know. I'm sad. It's called cold urticaria if you want to look it up. It can happen just out of the blue. I've had my bloods tested and everything. Everything's fine. But yeah, so I'm going to make myself a coffee, and I'm going to do a little bit of dyeing, finish it off, and then I'm going to spin dry it, then leave it hang up, and then I will leave it dry overnight and then package it up in individual packages for the retreat tomorrow. So yeah, I'm excited. Is that clean? No. Okay. I think I'm going to do some bits. By the time I made my coffee, she needed a feed. So here we are. Here we are. Yeah, what time is it? I'll get done what I get done. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Yeah. I feel this horrible guilt about not being able to provide the same sort of standard that I used to at the start of the retreats. And I feel like yeah, but we've had to raise the price as well this year because everything has gone up. The price of electricity, price of food, everything. And actually the last retreat that we held back in February, we actually kept the prices same as 2019 prices. So it's been a big jump, and I feel like I should provide more for the price, but I just physically can't. I feel bad. But we will do our best, because I'm actually bringing her to the retreat because we are breastfeeding. So, sorry. We are breastfeeding, so it's she won't she'll take one bottle, but she wouldn't take a bottle for 3 nights or 2 nights, you know. So yeah, she needs her mummy, so she's coming with me. James is staying here. Yeah. And yeah, so we'll see how we do. Luckily I have a lot of hands to help me this weekend, so it should be okay. Yeah, we should be okay. Full of chats, non-stop chats. Huh? Non-stop chats. Right, now that you're in a bit of a better mood, we might give it to Daddy and I can I can get started. So I thought I was done, but then okay, so this is the step 5, 6, this colorway. So I wanted kind of a deep green with flashes of yellow, and then I've also chucked in some like deep navy in there to kind of make it more foresty. I had one set already done, so I'm just gonna get those out of the pot. But then I decided, you know what, it is autumn, so I threw in some rust as well to see what happens there, and I'm really liking it. So, okay, so I need to let this set for an hour. I need to get ready to rinse off this one. And then I need to add the rust to this one. Okay, so I've got about an hour basically, because I've just popped them both in. So I'm going to go in and see if I can start doing a little bit of figuring out where all of my findings and stitch marker making stuff is, because I know I have loads of it. I got loads of rose gold fixings from the bead shop in Nottingham when I was there with Hannah from the Corner Craft. Just after seeing there's a bit of countertop there that will be great for making those bits, but I think I'm just going to make little globes. I'll see. Sure, look, we'll have a bit of crack. Oh, there's a tile down there. That'll be ideal. I'll get the tile. Oh, I've got to get all that stuff out. Okay, no, yeah, I'll do it. The tile would be fantastic, so I need to get the tile, clean the tile off. There's glass as well. That's handy. See, she left loads of stuff. Oh, a bucket. Knee pads. Fixins. Oh, do you know what? This is actually from a bit of a yoke. Is that? Yeah, I just need to clean it. Oh, this is a smaller one. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. Okay. Just get one. And I'll see what I can do. Ooh, exciting. Okay, so I found everything I need, I think. Hang on. Oh, yeah, I found that. And this. A few other bits that'll be handy. I found the clay that I have, and I just thought like some of these might be good for making marks on them. Then I found the actual, I have loads of these little, look at these little globes. Oh, they're so cute. Loads of buttons. And I found these. These are the Gold Believer. Oh, fantastic. I thought I had lost them, but I love this rose goldness. I also found loads of silvers and loads of beads. And I got a kit from Ancoitin Bjug a million years ago. And yeah, so I'm delighted with that. There's just some randoms. Yeah, so I think I'm probably going to use these. Because I really love these lever back styles. So I'll see what I can do. Exciting. Three different colours of Fibo. Where do you find the colours on here? Brilliant blue, apple green, which got everywhere, and translucent blue. So I don't know what that means. I hope it's not going to go translucent on me. Now, so I have these little balls, which I just cut off the end of the cane, and then I also did these little discs. So hopefully I'll get a little 2 little stitch markers per package. So I'm going to bake it now, and I was learning how to do the baking. So actually, should say the back of this. 100. Do not heat over 130. Read the instructions before use. Where are my instructions? Do I have no Instagram? Oh, here we go. 30 minutes. 30 minutes at 110. Okay. So 110-ish. And then 30 minutes. Okay. So I was learning that you should put them on some cardboard and then some parchment paper to stop them kind of baking unevenly on metal. So I'm going to try that. Now, so we have 20 minutes. I'm going to pop out and do the second round of dyes. Yes. Unless it's a baby. No. Okay. Yeah, she's super. She just wants me all the time. It's a little bit intense. Here we go. All right, let's see. Here is, okay, the light is terrible in here, sorry. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so I'm going to open those like I have on this one, and this one is done. So I need to get my wash. Oh yeah, that's nice. Once it's dry now, we'll see all the colours, but oh yeah, I'm happy with those now. Perfect. So I need to do the wash. So I need to get some fresh water. Yeah. Okay, so here's the colour. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah, so I have that pot to go one more time, and then a quick wipe, and most of the wet is off them now, but I'm going to leave them here until that pot is done, just to get a little bit of airflow through them. And then what I'm going to do is light the fire inside and hang them up near the fire to properly fully dry them overnight. So that's my plan. So I've got the polymer clay cooking. I need time to make them into findings now, into stitch markers now. And then I have to pack. So I have to pack, and I have to pack all the baby stuff too. I forgot about that. Yeah, so do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a list. My favourite hobby, making lists. I just checked the time on the polymer clay, and it's only like, it's got 5 minutes to go. So I'll make a really quick list. Okay, so it's been half an hour. So I feel like that half an hour took about 3 seconds. It actually did on the video. So this is where we are. It's vibrating. So they look good. I'm gonna leave them another Another little few minutes. The woman on the internet said that too long is better than too short. So I'm going to leave them another few minutes. Yeah. That's so good. I just realised that I have to pack I have to make little outfits and bring all these little outfits. Very excited. And I need a bag, like a big bag for her. No longer am I travelling light. Okay, so I don't want to turn on the light because it is getting dark. What time is it? 6 o'clock. But I'm going to leave these to cool. I'm going to head back out to the garage and see if I'm finished that last little bit of dyeing, and then I'm going to light that fire. And then I think I'll have earned a sit down and a cup of tea. Oh, it's windy. Weather's been miserable. These are the dogwood that I want to turn into basket making things. I've just put up a poll on my channel actually about what people want from the channel. Have we got lights in here? Oh, those cows need to be fed, or milked or something. So here we are. Okay, how much time left? 28. Is that 28 minutes? Or 28 seconds? I think it's only 7 minutes actually. But she's boiling. Turn it down. Turn it down. Let me see. The water's clear. I'm happy with that. Normally with, well, it's just been turning out that way, but it is a way I like to dye. Is leaving it overnight, leaving the colour set overnight and leaving the water cool. It ends up with the water being very clear. Now at the moment there is a bit of a sheen of the blue actually, so I'm gonna just pop I'm gonna pop a little bit of fibre into the water to soak up the last of that pigment, just so there's none getting into the string and none getting into the system. Just do a good clean. So I'm literally just going to use some of this. Just a little bit of that. Literally just leave it in there and I'll just press it down, just so it absorbs. I know I haven't even soaked it or anything, but it's just to soak up the unfurl down the non-sticky side, but I'm not going to use that again. It's just okay. That I put a little bit in there as well. It's going to get like a seafoam green type of colour. So now here we are, and I'm just gonna dump this a few times so this has a little bit of a rinse in there. Terrible. Okay, I need to just give it a bit of rinse with normal water to get that sorted. So I need 2 hands. So love the feel of fresh dyed yarn. When it's come out of the spin dryer, there's like a silk feel to it. It's so nice. Oh, I want a sweater in this colour. This is sock weight yarn, or fingering weight, 4-ply, whatever you like to call it yourself. And it's been glazed. First layer was yellow, second layer was a cyan. What do I call it though? Opal. Yeah, opal. A blue basically, or an aquamarine. Then there was a navy, and then a scattering of the rust for the leaves. And it really reminds me of the entranceway to Ballykeith. It's absolutely full of these beautiful I think they're beech trees, and it's just gorgeous. I'd love to do I don't have time, but maybe the next retreat I'll do, the beach in spring, when the leaves haven't burst yet. They have that like beautiful brown colour, but they hold on to all their leaves. I'll have to have a look and see. Yeah, I think they're done. I need like a big hook. So I have to take off all of the but I have to admit, I'm kind of dreading this weekend, just because it's the first weekend that I'm doing it with baby. I'm a little bit nervous, but I feel like everyone who's going to be there, they've been before, and I'll get plenty of hands anyway with Ruth has 2 little girls, and yeah, so apparently one of them, I think Hannah, is planning on kidnapping baby Babbler, so I think I'll be okay for babysitters, but she's only 4 months. Like, listen, I'm just thinking of all the things I need to bring with me, but all the things I really need: clothes for her, nappies for her. I don't think I'm going to go do cloth nappies. I think that's just too complicated. So what I'm going to do is I'll just bring disposables with me, because life is too short for that. So there we go. So yeah, I'll bring disposables with me, and then I might bring a bouncer. I have to bring the bassinet and the buggy and where she's going to sleep, but I probably will end up not using half of it. So anyway, here we are. Oh no. All right, the dryer is still going. That is fine. Now I just have to make sure there's no cats in here. Spotting up. But we'll be going back in to empty the wind would be great. But this wind with rain, useless. What's that? Bit of the garden. So that is that. So now we're going to light the fire, and I will make up the stitch markers. Yes. fast. It looks warm. Nice one. Milk. I actually really like oat milk and tea now. Got used to it. Oh, gasping. Okay, so here we go. So, yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do with these, so I'm just going to play around and see. I've also got these gorgeous beads, and I was thinking about using some of these little beads as well, once I figure out how to use these, how to do all this. So, wish me luck. Look at these. I'd love to get some of that clear spray stuff. That'd be really cute. So, I was worried about how the rose gold would look with these, but I think they look really cute. Ah, little planets. Lovely. Okay, so the next one now, I have an idea, but I don't know if it's going to work, so we'll see. Oh yeah, that stays on. Lovely. And then I was thinking, oh Jesus, crippers, about putting one of these on. Maybe not. Sorry, I had to pause the video because there was a live YouTube that I wanted to watch, so that was fun. So I've started making these little beaded bits. So yeah, I just keep on thinking of more things to do, but I'm running out of time because I'm actually really sleepy. So I'm just gonna finish off these last two, and then I'm gonna go to my baby. I fed my baby to sleep, and she is now asleep inside with James. But yeah, I've not stayed up this late in so long. I know this is bad. I know I shouldn't be staying up so late, but I'm so close. I don't even know how I'm gonna package these. Do you know what? I'll probably just tie them up with some yarn. On the yarn, on the skein. Yeah, I'm just not sure about the yarn dyeing the fiber. I'm not sure what to do. You know, which way do I take the business? I don't know. It's a funny one because I'm just not sure. I just don't know what to do. I feel like things are changing in my life, and I'm wondering how I'm going to adapt, how, you know, my business is going to change because my life is changing, and cute. Yeah, I'm just not sure. I put up a poll. I don't know if I spoke about it already, but I put up a poll on my YouTube page asking what are the best bits about the podcast? You know, is it the crafting? Is it the traveling to different places? Is it my crafty life as a mom? You know, is it kind of just like daily vlog sort of stuff, or is it a bit of everything? I just don't know. I find that I get a lot more views on when I put up something that's called a podcast. Now, the last time I filmed something called a podcast, it was literally 10 minutes long. I just feel like I don't have enough to talk about creatively at the moment. So maybe a podcast once a month and then little daily videos in between. I'm not sure. But I do want to use, you know, I do want to post stuff. So I'm kind of like torn between, you know, where this little business of mine is going and coming from and going to and all that. Just don't know, I really. So hang on, I need to get that in there. If I can get that in there. Is that working? Yeah, so I'm just not sure, because the dyeing, I do love it when it works. But I am very bad at posting things. That's what I've figured out. The bit I hate about the job is packaging and posting. So that's why I love making videos. You know, I really love making videos because there's no packaging or posting. I can literally just whip something together. And, you know, I'm getting better at editing. And I don't know, so maybe providing a different type of service like tutorials, or just kind of satisfying kind of ASMR type videos, because I really enjoy those. Or if I have new ideas, will I just set up a new YouTube channel and do those bits on the other channel? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard because I feel like Babbles Traveling Yarns is, you know, that has changed since COVID, and now since having a baby, like that's extremely changed. You know, there's going to be very little traveling now. So I don't know. Is it time to move on from the traveling part? Maybe I'll just go to Babbles Yarns. That's what the business is technically called, I think. I need to look it up. Yeah. So I don't know if you have any ideas about things that you'd like from me, any sort of, you know, services, or, you know, I think I have one person who keeps messaging me about doing a brioche workshop, and I'm like, I have made I've knit literally one brioche thing, one. Like, I am not skilled enough to do a whole workshop on it, you know. So, but there are some things which, you know, I could definitely do a workshop on. Like, I could do some better what's the word I'm looking for? Weaving. Ooh, sorry for the sound. I could do some better weaving videos and tutorials. Definitely. I could do some spinning tutorials. Yeah, I really could. And they do seem to do the best on my channel. But I also just love the chatty ones. I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't want to be doing something that is pointless either. You know, not pointless, but it's probably the thing I enjoy the most is video making. That's why I do it the most. So let's have a look here and see what I've done. So these are super cute little stitch markers. So I decided to do them all as progress keepers because I find progress keepers so valuable. Now this one in particular has a big loop, so you can actually take off this piece and just use it as a stitch marker. But yeah, I think they're super cute. So yeah, I'm gonna tie them with a piece of yarn around the skein of yarn that I do. So for the minute, all I have to do is go to bed. So I'm gonna do that. I'll pack tomorrow morning. I'll dry the yarn, or I'll skein up the yarn and pack the bags tomorrow morning, and then head off in the afternoon. Head on down to Ballyglass, down to the forest, and I'm hopefully going to vlog as much as I can the weekend, just to show you what it's like, because it is such a special place. Yeah, I love all these. Anyway, so I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. If you did like today's video, do leave me a comment or give me a thumbs up. And I'd love for you to subscribe, because I'm actually really close to 20,000. I think I'm only 500 people off 20,000 followers. So if you aren't following already, if you aren't subscribed already, please do. And yeah, I'd love that. Thank you so much. Bye.